Real Madrid just faced Villarreal in the La Liga, another game, and we're back to winning ways after what happened against Atletico, which I don't even want to talk about. But yeah, we're back to winning ways. 3-1, Vini Masterclass. So yeah, let's get into all of this. First of all, let's start by talking about how we lined up for the game. One second, I'm gonna share my screen real quick. We have it right there on the screen. We started with Thibaut Courtois, Olsen, Militao, Valverde, Carreras at the back, which I predicted, and also Trameni, Ceballos, Vinny up front, Arda Güler as a 10, Martensona, and Mbappe. That's how we started the game. Started the game really well. I'm gonna put it right there. That's it right here. So we started the game. I mean, really well. Mbappe and Arda combining and stuff like that. We didn't score in the first half. After that, what I just said, Mbappe and Arda combining in the first half, and that was it. That was it. Nothing went. You, matter of fact, I think we should have ended the first half 1-0 and losing while we was losing 1-0. But again, Courtois came up very big to prevent that from happening. The only thing that was really happy to see in the first half was Vinny and Masensono. Vinny looked for the first time in a while. You seeing at Vinny like he's confident. He was constantly taking on his defender, trying different things, going down the line, going inside. He was twisting that guy left and right. I was very happy to see Vinny in that first time, and Mason Sono too, creating a bunch of chances and stuff like that, shooting. Could have gotten the goal in the game, but he got to be more. He has to be more clinical. I think that's something he has to work on. But again, he's a kid. That's something that comes with more playing time, more experience. The more he grows, the more you'll get good at it. So that's okay. First half ended 1-0. I was a little bit complaining about it because it's like we're still moving slow. We're still moving very slow. It's like left and right passing. It's passing without no purpose. Mbappe wasn't looking good. Arda wasn't looking good. Um, Haras again had a bad first half. I don't know what's going on with him. But yeah, he was looking a little bit sloppy, honestly. And I was complaining a lot about that first half. You guys were present in my watch along, you might know that. But I was complaining a lot about that first half. But yeah, let's get into the good stuff. Second half started, and then boom, we kind of woke up a little bit. We started really fast. We started playing very well. Vini got to go right away. People might say Mbappe give him an assist. I don't count that an assist because that's not an assist. That was all Vini took on his man, twisting him left and right. Again, like I said, and he scored. Got a little bit deflection. I mean, that's part of the game. We'll take it. Vini 1-0. And then kept playing well. We got a penalty again. I think it was from Vini again. I was very happy to see that Mbappe didn't take the penalty. Vini took it. And like I'm saying, Vini's getting back to who he was. He's getting more confident, taking more shots, dribbling more. That's how he's gonna get better. For everybody that was saying, oh, Vini's done, Vini's this, Vini's that. That's one of the game where you're looking at it and you like, I might have been wrong. He might maybe like whoever what was going on with his brain is gone. Because from what I've seen in that game, Vini's looking his usual self. The dribbling, he was looking more confident, taking shots and stuff like I can stop talking about it, obviously. So I'm very happy to see that Vini played that well of a game. I would have loved for him to get a hat trick and stuff like that. And after that came the substitutions. My brother Zabi Alonso, what are you doing? I don't get it. I don't get it. The game was 1-0, I think, and he took out Arda and Ceballos, who was two people that was our better players starting the second half. The fact that Arda has to come off games in the 60th minutes. I mean, obviously we have Camavinga and Bellingham sitting on the bench. I don't think that's something that should be happening because Arda is obviously the only creative spark in that game. And then as soon as Arda left, okay, we scored that second goal, but I was also saying that goal that we're gonna have to score is gonna be an individual brilliance type of goal. It's not gonna be a goal where like we're gonna create, like we're gonna see an amazing pass and it's gonna be a goal, but it's gonna be like I said, it was a penalty. It would have been either a penalty or Mbappe picking up the ball, dribbling somebody and scoring. And like I said, that's what happened. and you bring in Bellingham, Camavinga, and Tramini. That's who is in the midfield now in a game that was 1-0. I don't see how that makes sense, but I guess it's okay. I get that you have to manage everybody's playing time, but at the same time, I feel like there's some substitutions you got to control how you make it. Because I don't think that works when you bring in Camavinga, Bellingham, and Tchouaméni in the midfield in the game that's 1-0 against Villarreal that we're trying to win. You know what I'm saying? So let me know what you guys think about the substitutions. I don't think that was one that he had to make, that he should have made anyway. So I guess it is what it is. We got the 2 points, and yeah. Then Villarreal scored. Um, I don't know who to blame for this goal because it's like that guy was free. I guess I'll blame the whole team. He had a free shot basically in the top of the box. So would you say that Camavinga had to be there? Trameni had to be there? There was nobody on him. Absolutely nobody. It's like we just shifted to the right side of the pitch and then we stayed there. It was free, free shot. I feel like that was a little bit too easy. Again, but it's what it is. Then Mbappe scored. You watch for anybody watching that game know that Mbappe didn't have his usual type of performance where he was really good. He was really mid that game. If I was to give most of our players points, I would give most of them a 6, 5.5, 6. That's how hard I'm gonna be on them. I could have done worse, but 6.5, 6, 5.5, 6, 5 in that range. And then the standouts were obviously Vinny, Mastensono for me, Courtois with that save came back. You can't only blame goalkeeper so much. He didn't put a foot wrong really. It's just the goal that they scored, that guy had a free shot on him. Why obviously what could he have done? But the game wasn't bad. We took the 3 points, but also you're looking at that game like individual brilliance. It's all come down to individual brilliance. And one thing I was talking about also is that I feel like we start game too slow. We need to stop with that passing left and right, and without creating anything, because we don't go nowhere when we're doing that. It's like I want to see us try something, take risk. People could talk bad about Carlo Ancelotti last year all they want, but when it comes to creating stuff and being a little bit more fluid, in the attack and creating more stuff, so far what I'm seeing from Zabi Alonso can't compare to what I was seeing from um 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 Carlo Ancelotti last year when it comes to that. I'm not trying to say that Carlo Ancelotti's tactics were better and stuff like that, but with the types of players we have, kind of fit that style a little bit more, if you know what I'm saying. Because now you're asking Bellingham like when you bring Bellingham and Camavinga and Tchouaméni on the pitch, you're asking them to do maybe roles that they're not necessarily meant to do. Like I'm not saying they can do a job, but at Madrid, it's not about doing a job. It's about doing it and doing it perfectly. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Well, the game ended 3-0. Villarreal got a red card. Like I said, he was the guy on Vinny. Vinny had that guy on a leash, basically. Who was turning him, twisting him, pulling him, doing everything. Like Vinny, that guy got tired at the end, basically. He got tired and he was like, but I gotta be honest. He was making fouls, but that one he got the red card for. I'm a Madrid fan. We'll take the red card. It was not a foul, but it's okay. Well, game ended 3-0. Now we're going to the international break. I would love for Sevilla to do us a favor and take some points from Barcelona tomorrow. If it doesn't happen, again, that's okay. But it would have been amazing. So yeah, we're going to the international break. We'll get Getafe when we come back. So yeah, I love Madrid. I'll try to do a video for during the international break. Maybe we'll talk more in more about like the way we're playing and stuff like that. So yeah, I love Madrid and see you again. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.